That was the most excitement I've seen in my entire life. That guy does rule. Hey, Amy, you ready for this?
Woo!
We are at the Joe Louis Fist. This was originally commissioned, I believe, by Sports Illustrated. So the power of the fist is a symbol, and it symbolizes Detroit's resilience and ability to fight racism. It's also a dedication to Joe Louis, a former city resident, who fought Jim Crow laws, as well as being one of the most accomplished boxers in the history of the sport. It seems appropriate that it sits proudly next to the United States flag. You want to see what else we got here?
Yeah.
Right next to it, this is called the Spirit of Detroit, and this is part of the Coleman A. Young Municipal Center, but this is supposed to be a spiritual representation, a figurative representation of the city of Detroit. How cool is this thing? Let's see if we can show you, go up to it so we can show the size. She's still a little bit ahead of it, obviously, but this thing is absolutely beautiful. And to the right, we have the Renaissance Center. Also on the riverfront, it's a series of 7 buildings, and it's commonly known as the Ren-Sen to locals. Since 1977, the Ren-Sen is the tallest building in Michigan, and it's also home to the headquarters of General Motors. So we're entering Detroit at Hart Plaza, which is kind of the heart of the downtown. It's the location that Antoine Cadillac entered, founding the city of Detroit in 1701. The 14-acre plaza can host festivals up to 40,000 people. We're currently entering a little food court area near Hart Plaza, and you can see there's tons of food trucks and all sorts of deliciousness to be had. It's absolutely gorgeous in Michigan's wonderful summers, but it's not my cup of tea in the winters. We're currently looking at the Soldiers and Sailors Monument, which is one of the first monuments in the United States to honor Civil War veterans. In 1865, Michigan's governor dedicated this work of public art. It was a tribute to Michigan's soldiers who fought for freedom in the Civil War. All right, so we're gonna check this out. What do you got here first? Whoa, 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 Amy, what did you find here? And now a word about our sponsors, BetterHelp. Running a small business and media company has been an incredible journey, but it's been the constant grind. I find myself working 12-hour days, 7 days a week, and it's starting to take its toll on my well-being. I'm always focused on a new task, new client, new deadline, and I rarely take a moment to slow down and enjoy life. It's easy to get caught up in the hustle and bustle of entrepreneurship, but I've come to realize that neglecting my mental health is not a suitable way to live. I know that speaking to a therapist would be valuable in helping me find a better work-life balance and rediscover the joy in my daily life. To comfort you in your own home through video chats, phone calls, and even messaging. They have a network of over 30,000 therapists, so you can find the right fit for you. And if you're not satisfied with your therapist, you can easily switch it up at no additional cost. I'll put all the link information below, and there's even a special discount for your first month of therapy. Your mental health is worth investing in. That's where BetterHelp comes into play. In fact, they're the sponsors of today's video, and they can help you partner with the exact right therapist that's going to be there for you. They have a network of over 30,000 therapists, so you can find the right fit for you. And if you're not satisfied with your therapist, you can easily switch it up at no additional cost. I'll put all the link information below, and there's even a special discount for your first month of therapy. Your mental health is worth investing in, and that's where BetterHelp can help you. It's time to get started. So this is a tricky little park we have here. I want to see you rock climb. I believe you're supposed to rock climb this. You want to check it out? In Hart Plaza. You don't have good climbing shoes on, mind. You don't rip off a nail. Nah. It's built for climbing. Look at this. They put little rock climbing features. First. She made it.
Oh, it's really hot though.
Yeah. King of the mountain, I gotta come knock you off, right? There you go. Amy, you're doing pretty good. Let's go around the other side and see how it... This thing goes up pretty high. I don't know how safe that is. What are you doing up there? Anything for the videos. Now, I also want to try out, I can't wait to try out, let's see if we can try this out. These guys. Really? Play these? Yours sounds better because it has the rubber thing on it. Mine was missing a rubber thing. How cool is that? Check this one out. That's pretty cool, right? All right, I want to show this one just off here. So the park here is pretty hilarious, fun, and meaningful. So folks, we came to this park in downtown Detroit, and when you think of downtown Detroit, you don't think of sandy beach parks. But look what they did here. They have put sandy beaches, your toes in the sand, and they've got a park where you can get food and drink. There's a nice fountain right here, the park restaurant right here, and then the Soldiers Monument we showed you a second ago, most likely, right there. This is absolutely beautiful.
So many flowers.
It's just nice to see Detroit making a comeback like this. Makes me very happy for sure. So I absolutely love this. Look at this. They got the rental scooters in case you want to scoot. And back here, I think that's a rental. You see him right there? I think that's a rental horse.
Yeah, this is one of the cleanest, safest, most well-designed downtown city centers that I've seen in the US. And you wouldn't think that it would be in Detroit, but it totally is.
Way to go, Detroit. All right. We stopped at Shake Shack in Detroit for our quick lunch.
Yep.
You're a former vegan. You hate to tell people that. And this is your first burger. Your first Shake Shack burger.
First Shake Shack.
First Shake Shack burger. What do you think of it?
It's pretty incredible.
It's incredible.
Wow. Like, I don't even understand. There's like a third of it that doesn't even fit on the bun. Like, it doesn't even make sense. Like, guys, like, this is still, like, it's not slid off.
Do you guys know about Shake Shack? It's awesome, right? That Shake Shack sauce.
I don't like sauces. I was freaked out. I didn't know that it was going to be on there. It's weird. I tried it.
It's actually really good. All right, have another bite in front of the camera so they can see it. And then once you put it in your mouth, I'll ask you a question. All right, folks, don't forget while you're downtown, check out the Shake Shack. And right in this downtown area, it was currently hosting Campus Kids Day. And later we'll see a father-son hip-hop DJ event going on. And I want to take a second to thank our loyal followers and subscribers. Go ahead and leave a comment. What should we do next for a giveaway for our subscribers? Well, Amy, check this out. Does anyone have any idea what this evil Mickey Mouse thing is? Is it Rocket Company's just dissing Mickey? What's going on here? I've never seen this before in my life. It's like a skull with faux Mickey ears. Detroit is wicked wild. So a lot of cool people have called the Detroit area home. Rosa Parks, Tom Selleck, Kid Rock, Eminem, Aaliyah, Aretha Franklin, Elizabeth Berkley, Big Sean, Tim Allen, Henry Ford, and many more. I think I found my favorite store. The store is named Born in Detroit. How cool is this? I don't know why this hat's upside down.
Very cool.
But it's now on the ground. That's why it's upside down. It falls easy. But yeah, all the shirts here are Detroit based. Oh, Michigan. Lions, Tigers, and Wings. Oh, Michigan. I like it. This is a cool store. Got that English D tattooed on our arms. Amy really wants to get an English D tattoo. I like that Michigan license plate right there. Michigan has a lot of pride.
I have more opportunities to wear this.
I know, we don't have many opportunities to wear that in Florida. Greektown, Cass Park, really cool.
Have a Supreme Day in Detroit.
Wow, the Supremes, yay. I like it. A lot of pride. Remember, folks, if you're gonna go to Detroit, make sure to go to Iggy's Eggies. It's the best of the best. Get it and you can forget the rest. Oh, they're setting out cornhole. This is a fun city.
There's so much going on. Every time we come to Detroit, every neighborhood, it doesn't matter, you're in, you know, Corktown, you're in like Grosse Pointe or wherever, there's like a million different neighborhood things to do.
Yeah.
It's a really community center, and honestly, Michigan doesn't have that much to do, so you have to make your own fun, and that's like part of the community that you get when you come here.
Absolutely. The Busted Bra Shop with the English D. That makes it very Detroit. And this is just for people like Amy.
No.
For people.
Double A to P cup, so it's
somewhere in between there, yeah.
Yeah.
So we're on our way to the Fox Theater. Not far, you can see the
Detroit Opera House.
The Detroit Opera House. And the Fox Theater is one of the more famous landmarks in the city of Detroit. It's really cool that they got these rental bikes and scooters throughout the city, so you can really get cover some footage, some yardage pretty quick. And you know, Detroit, underrated, they have some really cool old churches as well. Let's see if I can zoom in on that a little bit. Beautiful, right? Detroit really making it happen. Yeah, let's hear it. Woo! These ladies, that's right. Woo! All right, folks, so behind me, as you can see, that's Comerica Park. Since 2000, that has been the home of the Detroit Tigers, 1984 world champions, and they're absolutely awesome. So a lot of history there. There's a water feature in the park. This replaced Tiger Stadium, which at the time was the oldest park in Major League Baseball. Seats 41,000, beautiful design. You see, maybe we can zoom in and show those big cats. We'll go get some pictures with those in a moment. Really cool stuff here. But yeah, within walking distance, it's a half-mile walk from that downtown area we were just at a few minutes ago. Just beautiful how Detroit has incorporated all sorts of cool stuff all within walking distance. And on a nice summer day like today, you can hit the Riverwalk. You can go and see Rosa Parks area. You can see all this cool stuff. This is really fantastic, but one of my favorite features, you got Ford Field, you got the Pistons playing, you've got Comerica Park, a lot of sports history in Detroit with the Red Wings, the Lions, the Tigers, and of course, your Detroit Pistons. And Amy can't wait to talk about the Fillmore. I'm standing in front of the Fillmore. We'll go across the street so you can see it and talk about that in a moment. And folks, right across from Comerica Park is Little Caesars World Headquarters, but more importantly, this is so cool. Mom Spaghetti, he's nervous. He can't remember the words that he wrote down. They won't come out. I did not rehearse that, obviously. But M&M's Spaghetti Restaurant right here. You can get spaghetti, $8 for regular spaghetti or $11. The Fox Theater is right next door. And Mom Spaghetti, M&M's restaurant right here. All right, so now we have the historic Fox Theater. The Dukes of Funnytown are coming. That's Martin Short and Steve Martin. And look at this beautiful building, and it's even cooler inside. I'll see if maybe I can get a couple photos of the inside for you.
So gorgeous and iconic for all sorts of art, but especially comedy.
Then, of course, the Motor City's Hockeytown, USA. That is a big place, particularly come Red Wing season. You see Little Caesars Arena. Amy and I went there maybe last year to a Pistons game, got some box seats, which was super fun. Little Caesars headquarters and the Fillmore all over here. Amy, what did you want to say about how friendly people are?
Okay, just be ready when you come to Michigan. People are gonna hold the doors open for you, but like at a an awkward distance. Like, you could be a half mile away and they are gonna hold that door open.
They're very friendly. They're super friendly.
Hold the elevators for like 5 minutes. Be ready for that. Like, every single person that you meet is gonna talk to you and be so nice and so friendly. So, you know, like, just be ready for that Midwest friendly, because it is next level.
Right. Now, moral of the story is people are just very sweet and they're nice here, and you can't take that for granted. So the thing that makes me happy about Detroit, among other things, I mean, it's a great city, but it's comeback. And that's something we got to talk about, is Detroit had some rough years with automotive and maybe governmental corruption, you could argue. But now this city has really made a comeback. It's beautiful. Friendly people are coming down here. There's a Renaissance around the Renaissance Center.
Comeback. And Detroit is the ultimate underdog, and they are making a comeback, and that just makes me happy.
So yeah, I love that they've saved some of these cool buildings, and they've built some other really cool stuff. And Comerica Park is next, and I love the Detroit Tigers.
Yeah.
I've been following the Detroit Tigers since I was a kid, since they won that 1984 World Series. Following Mike Ilitch and the whole team and everything about it, the Ilitch family that owns it. You know, I gotta say, Detroit absolutely rocks. Detroit rock city. I like how many photo ops there are here at Comerica Park. And the cool features, like you see this big baseball bat, and then the Tigers have balls in their mouth. That was a Kid Rock song. And they put the street sign from the original Tiger Stadium, Michigan in Trumbull. So lots to see and do here. All right, let's go to the shop. We might need a good Kirk Gibson shirt. Last time I went in here, all the good Kirk Gibson shirts were out of my price range. Baseball bat. Oh, now it's closed. It's not a game day, I guess. Sad. Sad. Amy, have you heard of this before?
I'm offended by that question.
What is this?
Everyone in the world has heard of Rihanna's lingerie brand.
Rihanna?
Yeah, and her makeup brand, and now her hair care brand, which I'm questionable of, but I buy her lingerie all day.
You buy Rihanna's lingerie all day?
Yeah.
Every day?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Next up, we stopped at the Grand Trunk Pub, which is rich in Detroit history dating back to 1905, and it served as a railway station for the city of Detroit. In 2006, it was converted into a bar and kitchen, but the theme remains as a ticketing station for the Grand Trunk Railroad. I bet you didn't know that the band known as Grand Funk Railroad was actually named after this, the western line of Detroit's Grand Trunk Railroad. How cool is that? Detroit was originally founded in 1701 by French colonists. It has a rich history, and it's particularly known for its role in the Industrial Revolution and with the invention of the automobile. By 1950, it had a population of nearly 2 million people, and it was the fourth largest city in the United States. At the time, it had the highest GDP of any city in the United States, if not the world. At that same time, Verner's Ginger Ale was mass-produced in Detroit and became a longtime local favorite. Maybe it's time that Amy and I try a little bit of that local ginger ale as well. It's absolutely delicious. I had to mute out the audio here, but Amy and I stopped at a father-son DJ event for Father's Day. That was also a lot of fun, and it's nice to see how polite and friendly the local crowds are in the city. Then I picked up a Faygo Red Pop for the way home.
Thank you. All right, folks, and now we're gonna walk down to the river. You can see on the other side of the river, first you're gonna see a freighter running the Great Lakes. On the other side, that is a casino in Canada. A couple buildings for it, so that's really cool. It's another building for the casino over there.
The Canada flag, just waving majestically.
Canada flag. Over here is a Viking cruise ship. Yeah, they run cruises through the Great Lakes, even Niagara Falls. They go all the way through. They can range, I saw one 15-day cruise for $15,000 starting price. And then the shorter cruise is $6,000 starting price. So they're not cheap. And then Amy, what bridge do we have over here?
ambassadors?
The Ambassador Bridge, yeah. We have the Ambassador Bridge, and it looks like a really, is that like the Bablo boat? We see a old school boat over there. I don't know what it is, so I'm gonna pause the camera for a second. We're gonna wait for it to come up if it's moving, and we're gonna figure out what ship. A paddle wheel? What's going on here?
And did you know that Detroit is known as the gateway to freedom? Yeah, the Underground Railroad took a lot of people here, took them north, and many went to Canada or stopped in Detroit where they started their lives. Many of their descendants still live in the Detroit area, and we're proud of Detroit's rich history.
All right, so you can see this is the Riverwalk area of Detroit. If you're interested, go check out our Tampa Riverwalk video. That is a fun one as well, and it's a really beautiful river. I'm slowly but surely gonna walk up and see if we can figure out what boat that is up there. You'll see a lot of fun people enjoying their rental bikes and local musicians singing. How cute is that? Is that a ukulele? Fun stuff. Sound like Yoko Ono. You don't know about Ono?
I don't know.
You can see the city's over here on your side.
This is beautiful. Detroit is just so pretty. I mean, the river. Sorry.
The river.
The river. It looks like the Caribbean. Like this color blue is not what you get everywhere.
And when you think of Detroit, you don't think of cruise ships and paddle boats. But there's a lot going on in the D. All right, folks, and this is the historic Walk of Freedom. It's a Michigan historic site. 3 p.m., 1963, on the corner of Woodward Avenue. They began the Walk to Freedom. Martin Luther King called it the largest and greatest demonstration of freedom ever in the United States. 125,000 people walked down Woodward Avenue to support the civil rights movement in Birmingham, Alabama. So that's super fun to see. Really proud of Detroit. This was also a really important stop in the Underground Railroad where slaves would come all the way up here and then go to Canada.
Detroit had the code name of Midnight.
Codename Midnight.
Yeah, and they were a really important stop, of course, with the African American people here, the white people here, and also the natives here, all helping people from the South to immigrate to Detroit and eventually sometimes Canada across the way here.
For safety. I love it. Love Detroit. Love our history. So Amy, you know what this is?
What is it?
This is the Detroit Princess. It is a boat that accommodates up to 1,000 people at a time. You can do private events, Riverwalk events, and they do like big dinners and outings. And one of the big things they do is music festivals, because this is Detroit Rock City.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's check it out one last time. This is so cool. We actually got to see the Detroit Princess. I was joking about the Bablo boat. I think that thing's been out for a little while. This is my Detroit Princess. Look at how cool this is. Like, we need to take this sometime and make a video just about the Detroit Princess. Maybe take my folks on here. It's DetroitPrincess.com. They say, come cruise with us. You guys rule. Yeah, you rule. Yeah. That guy. How cool is that? I'm waving to them and they're waving back. I like it. I've never been a waver at boats kind of guy, but that got me pretty excited, folks. All right, I'm gonna stay here so it's a little steadier camera. Yeah, yeah. Woo! That guy and those people, they rule. Woo! Yeah! That was the most excitement I've seen in my entire life. So yeah, folks, back home now, actually at the hotel that we're staying at, the Residence Inn in Clinton Township. A very nice little place to stay. Detroit, very near and dear to me. I really do like it. That was fantastic. People, super friendly, super friendly. Like, I cannot say enough for how friendly people are in the D. They're just fun to see. They're wonderful. Overall, had a fun trip. We got a lot of things we still got to do. It's Father's Day, so I'm visiting my family here. We're about to go have dinner with them. And Amy was a great sport. I know Detroit is more of my thing, but she has my back with that sort of thing. So leave her a comment and thank her for supporting the channel, and thank you for supporting the channel, of course. Make sure to click that like and click subscribe. Every day we're trying to learn and get a little bit better with our travel videos, try to make them, stabilize the images or 4K or get better audio, that sort of thing. A little bit better editing with each go, and hopefully this channel continues to improve. We got a lot of travel coming up. Later this year, hopefully we're going back to Thailand. We're going to go to Vietnam and Japan. We've got a trip to Cancun next month and all sorts of things in between, so make sure to stick around. It should be a lot of fun, and go check out our archive of old videos. We do a lot of things called Tampa on a Tankful or Florida on a Tankful. Not sure which term I want to go with. But the Tampa on a Tankful videos are, we live in the Tampa area, so we try to hit the surrounding area. That's Orlando, Sarasota, Siesta Key, Clearwater, all that sort of thing. Marco Island, and a lot of day trips. Went to Gatorland and went to Universal Studios. Hopefully we'll do a bunch of Halloween events too. I like Halloween, and so does Amy. So we got a lot coming up. Much love for the D, as you can tell by this video. Is it the world's greatest city? Maybe, I think so. I love and appreciate you, and goodbye, my friends.